Good morning, folks, and welcome back to Move Daily Fitness. My name's Tracy, and this workout today is going to be a LUCA workout. It's a favorite here on the channel, and here's the format. We'll do a lower body exercise followed by an upper body, then cardio, then abs. So that's the acronym LUCA. And we're going to go through each little circuit twice. Within that, the format will be 45 seconds of work, 15 seconds to rest. So we are moving, but we are alternating those muscle groups. So we should be able to go from one to the next quite nicely. All right, you're going to require a variety of dumbbells for the workout. Here's what I have used today. Of course, lift within your own abilities, and I will start you with a warm up and end with a cool down. Hey, don't forget, we do have a podcast as well. We'd love for you to take a listen. It's here on YouTube, released every Saturday, but it's also anywhere you stream your podcasts. You can click or tap the card at the top of the screen and check out well over 75 different episodes, all in your fitness, wellness, and nutrition. All right, are you ready to move daily? Me too. Let's go. Okay, I am going to put HIIT training on the watch here today. Let's start with a warm up. Let's just heel dig. We'll get some blood flow going, stretch those ligaments and joints, make sure we're ready to jump into it. We'll do, again, lower, upper, cardio, abs. So lots of variety in the workout today. High knee here. And butt kicks, punch here. I asked over on Instagram, I said, give me some ideas. What would you like to see? This, if I were to tally the poll, this workout won. Let's go to front and back bends here. Well, people typed it the most. This is what they wanted to see, so. Good suggestions though, and thanks for sharing over there if you were one who did, because I wrote those down and I'll be going through it and delivering that sort of content that you like, that you want more of. Okay, very good. Let's take it wide. Plie and open in the chest right there. Big stretch. You can also let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see next. I'll add it to the list. Two more here. Good, let's go into some front kicks. And some shoulders, one hand behind the head, one behind the back. Just draw those elbows back for a moment. Stretch and switch. Switch again. One more here. Oh, it feels so good. Let's torso turn here. Draw your elbow across. Okay, as I said, we'll go through the circuit twice. There's the first 4 exercises. Let's get started. Okay, we're gonna start with a squat reverse lunge. So I'm holding 15s. You're gonna suitcase squat here, then we'll hip hinge and stand. Shoulders back. So we drop, hinge, and stand. Good. Nice suitcase squat with a tall back. Then you reach your hips back and stand. Reach and power up. Last one here. I'm gonna take these 15s to the ground for my pulse chest press for upper body. So we'll do a 2-inch pulse, full range press over the chest. All right, feet on the ground. You could use a bench if you have it handy. So little pulse, full range press. Little 2-inch pulse, then press over the chest. That little pulse just keeps tension on there a little longer, so it's a bit more challenging than a straight press, but do whatever feels good for you. Okay, move the weights out of the way so you don't step on them. We're gonna go into cardio, 1, 2, 3 hop. You can grapevine knee, that can be low impact. I'm gonna run it quick. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Drive that knee, drive that knee. Okay, bear crawl. If you can't go on your wrists and the bear crawl, flip it over for a dead bug. That's similar muscles. All right, we're gonna walk forward and back, hover over the ground. Opposite hand and foot at the exact same time, then backwards. Keep your bum down. Okay, round 2. I'm gonna use my 20s this round. Back to our squat, reverse deadlift. Feet are shoulder width apart, nice and tall, drop that squat. Here, reach your hips, power up. All right, I will use my 20s for that chest press pulse, or pulse chest press, I guess. Little press, full range press. Little pulse, full range press, there it is, over the chest. So little, full. I think I'm warm now. Now my jacket feels very hot. Nice, okay, cardio. Let's hit that 1, 2, 3 hop, or grapevine knee for lower impact. I don't have time. I'll take it off later. Hinge, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2 here, 1, 2 drive. Let's go. Okay, abs. We'll go into that bear crawl or hit the dead bug if you wish. Okay, front and back, hover over the ground. Little steps. Bring your arm and leg up at the exact same time. Push up through the shoulder blades. Okay, hiya. Good start, everyone. So let's take a little water break. 30 seconds reprieve. Take a look at the screen, pause if you need longer, but join me back. All right, a little quad dominant with my alternating front lunge. You could do a static lunge and then switch halfway here. I'll alternate, shoulders back, holding 15s. Here we go. Stay nice and tall in your torso here. I'm gonna stick with these 15s for my row hammer curl. You'll hinge forward, bring those dumbbells up, then a full stand before you hit that hammer curl there. All right, hinge at the hips, back is flat. Pull, full stand, pull. That's it. Okay, into cardio, we're gonna do a 3-hop snowboarder. You could 1, 2, 3 squat. That will be low impact. Otherwise, we're gonna start with a jump here, 3 hops that way. Here we go, jump, and 3. 1, 2, 3. Jump, and 3.
Together we fall.
gonna grab my 3 pounds for my starfish pass. You could do this without a weight. You could lie on your back, alternating toe tap for lower impact. Otherwise, we tap, then we pass under, under. Other side, tap, pass under, under. So we're alternating that side, under, little twist, and under. Woohoo! Okay, we're at the top again, folks. Front lunges. Back to my 15s. You could do walking lunges if you have the space. Here we go. And drop. Switch. Okay, your row curl, and I'll stick with 15s. Let's up though. Okay, bent over row, hammer curl here. Pull, stand all the way, hit that curl. We're halfway, stay with me here. Doing well. This is obviously what you can hammer curl. 15s are a challenge for me, it's good. Feeling strong though. Excellent, let's move to our cardio. You got your 3 hop snowboarder, or 3 knee, 2, 3 frog squat. Heart rate's climbing. Start with a jump. Right here, 3 hops. And jump. Quads. Okay, catching your breath for a second. Down to the ground for your starfish pass. I'm gonna use a 3. So we tap, then we pass under. Here we go. Up. Now pass. Switch sides. Twist and pass. There it is. Okay. Another water break, folks. Take a look at the screen. We're going back to legs. Okay, make sure you recover. Pause if you need longer. Let's keep going. All right, we're gonna go into a single leg deadlift. You could do a kickstand deadlift here. I'm gonna hold my 20 and we are gonna do a full 45 per side. We need it, trust me. You're gonna lose some to balance here. All right, so we hinge, back is flat, so slow. Control here, reach the hips back and up. Nice for hamstrings. Okay, if you want a little bit more hamstring activation, you can hold that weight on the same side. When we're contralateral, it's a little bit more glute. I'm gonna keep it on the same side because I do want to target hamstrings a bit more right here. Doing well, we got a few more on this side. Nice stretch. Last one here. Okay, very good. Again, you can hinge here with your foot on the ground, right? That's a great way to maintain balance if you're feeling too tippy and work. I do love this one. It's such a big stretch in the hamstring and then powering up with that heavier weight. I feel it the next day in my hamstrings always, in a good way. Don't let the hips turn up. Okay, you want your hips facing the ground the entire time and you soften that knee that's stationary. I'll definitely go up in weight on my next one. Okay, we're gonna do a cross body raise, kind of combined with the front raise. I'm gonna hold 10s. So you're gonna cross body, and then we'll do both at the same time up to the center. So we cross there, elbow is soft. Other side there, now both right here, up. If you chose weight that is too heavy for both, just continue with the singles. Stick your chest out, up, good, up, both. You really have to contract the abs when you hit both so your back doesn't pop forward. Very nice. Okay, excellent. Split squat for cardio. We're gonna tap, squat. That's your low impact. Here, if you don't need the break in between, split, squat, 1, 2, low. Okay, grab a light dumbbell for our plank dumbbell drag. You can modify this from the knees. I'm gonna go from the toes. We're gonna drag that dumbbell across our mat. Okay, elbows and toes, or knees, drag. Switch, drag. This is a bit light, but I'll go up in weight next round. Keep your bum down. And again, hips are parallel to the ground. Neck is neutral. Hands are relaxed. Nice. Okay, back to the top. I'm gonna go up to my 25 for my single leg deadlift. I'm gonna do same side, kickstand if you need. Hinge, slow. Good, hip goes back. And then drive. Yeah, again, you might lose a few to balance here. You could have a wall beside you, a chair, something just to grab if you need. I like to practice my balance with this one too. Spreading my toes out and planting that big toe into the ground hard. It's helpful for me. Very nice, switching sides. 25 is way better for me. Heart rate's up there. All right, other leg. Again, soften that knee. Keep your hips parallel and hinge at the hips. I'm way tippier on this side always. Into your crossbody, front raise. I'll hold 12 as a set. All right, let's go, girl. Palms are up, shoulders low and back, cross, up here. And now both together, engage the abs, up, good. Felt good. Split, split squat. A little cardio. Little sip first. All right. Drop it low to the ground and work. Okay, into that ab plank dumbbell drag. I'll hold a 5 this time. Knees and elbows or toes for a little bit more of a challenge. Okay, nice neutral neck. Pull, switch, pull. Feel this one everywhere. Shoulders are on fire. Abs, almost there. Wonderful. Take a little reprieve, check the screen there. That's our next set. So join me back. We're having fun, right? Let's go into that plie pulse squat. I'm gonna hold my 30. All right, so knees are out over toes, shoulders back, roll them back and pulse at the bottom here. All right, one little pulse, up and squeeze, down, pulse, good. Same idea with our pulse press that we started with. We're just keeping tension on those muscles a little bit longer with the pulse at the bottom. Keep your chin up, shoulders low and back, remember. That torso needs to stay tall. Into your tricep press extension. Okay, I'm gonna go with 12s. We're gonna do a tricep press into your extension on your back, palms face each other. So we press up, back at the elbow, up and down. You want to come down to a hover position over the ground. Don't bounce your arms off the ground. Push, good. I cut my palm the other day and every dumbbell is just hitting it. It's just ripping her open again. That's the only thing painful really about this workout today is my hand. I guess I could have wore a Band-Aid. I thought it was healing. So I wanted to let it breathe and such, but it was dumb. Nice, okay. Cardio, we're gonna do a broad jump, 3 jack back. If you can't broad jump, you'll do a giant step, tap, tap, tap. Stay low though. Here, and 3, 2, 1. Reach hips, good. We're working bone density here, folks. Boat rocker switch for abs. Now, low impact, just do a bicycle here. You could also go here if you can't go on your tailbone. Otherwise, you're here. We rock, up, switch. Rock, up, switch. Try not to release the pose. Keep it going. That's what is targeting your core. This is obviously quite advanced, but do another option that I showed if need be. This is kind of fun. Gotta throw some fun in once in a while, folks, or I'll die on the vine. I will die on the vine, she said. Round 2. Okay, 30 again for my plie pulse. Shoulders back, nice and tall. Low and up. into your tricep press extension. Hitting those triceps. Oh darn, I was gonna do 15s, oh well. Too late. Palms face each other. I've got my 12s again. And we press back, up, down. That's where your rep range workouts that I offer, and I have a whole playlist of hundreds of rep range workouts benefit. Slowing things down, choosing the weight that's gonna bring you toward that failure point. That was not the purpose of this workout. Okay, here we're going for full body, muscle maintenance, cardiovascular work, some core, just an overall good way sort of to tie up the end of the week maybe, or move your body today. Nice. All right, cardio. Back to our broad jump. Yeah, it allows me to throw in some good bone mineral density hops and jumps. Excellent. 3, 2, 1. Boat rocker switch. Just catching the breath. All right. Ready? You're here. Up. Switch. Five seconds, almost there. 3, 2, 1, and done. You move daily in your LUCA. That was fun. Thanks for joining, everyone. Smash the like button if you enjoyed the workout and join me for a stretch if you can. Nice work, everyone. Okay, have a seat. Let's start with a glute stretch. Just sitting, take that leg, drop your shoulders low and draw that in. Stretching the glutes. Very nice. It was a good cardio-esque session for me. So heart rate was elevated, not too long. I am gonna go on a walk later today, so I didn't wanna make it super long here. Drop the shoulders, but a good way to start the day for sure, or end the day. A lot of you are ending your day and this is your movement. That's excellent. I think this is a great way to do it. Hey, I did a coaching call the other day on peptides. It is so funny to see like these trends rise and fall and rise with such opinion. It's just crazy. Come here into this seated butterfly. You know, we've seen the weighted vest. We've seen the vibration plates. I mean, hormones. Some things are obviously legitimate, but it's interesting to see these waves up and down. And right now it's a huge peptide thing. But of course, a lot of the people that I'm listening to, Dr. Lauren Colanso-Semple just did a great post about it, Dr. Stuart Phillips, lots of Dr. Alan Bacon, nice and tall, hinge forward here. Anyway, I did a coaching call on it because I didn't know a lot about it. So I'm like, I gotta figure out what this whole thing is about. But basically, you know, peptides are The ones that we're talking about, there's either FDA approved or non-FDA approved. When you're thinking FDA approved, you know peptides like GLP-1s, semaglutides, Ozempic, right? That's in the FDA approved, as well as insulin. It's been studied and proved for, 100 years, insulin anyway. So we know those, but then there's other ones that we don't know about. So a lot of influencers, maybe or trainers, are talking about different things like Wolverine stacks. I can't even remember the name of it. Is it BP157 or something like that? It's some numbers and then some letters mixed together. See, this is how little I don't really know about it, but I've seen that the ones that are in the non-FDA approved give really grandiose claims of what they could do, and in some people are doing, but they're not studied, right? So there's no randomized controlled trials with these peptides, but people are using them, and lots of influencers are recommending them with link in bio and discount code. So like that's a trigger to be mindful of. If someone's selling it with a discount code, just be aware that they're probably looking to make a profit from you purchasing something that you don't know a lot about or that hasn't been studied that much. So the fact that there's no randomized controlled trials, and a lot of the research comes from one scientist. So it's not like multiple scientists have done this for multiple years and concluded, and have peer reviews like the FDA approved peptides. So just keep it in the forefront of your mind that it's probably a little premature, a little early to be jumping on that bandwagon. Cross the legs over and hinge forward here, just for safety reasons. I personally will stay away until there's a lot more research, because some of the things are, like some of the claims are nice. Like, who wouldn't want to have like a frozen shoulder feel better, right? Or ligaments and joints suddenly stop hurting, or a number of other things that they claim to do. So it's kind of hitting our pain points, but again, be very cautious when you look at that, because very little study and research, and most of the research that they have is done on rodents. So, I want a randomized human control trial before I launch into injecting anything into my body. Reach across here, which again, some peptides have been, i.e. insulin and things like Ozempic, GLP-1s. So anyway, there's a little brief overview. If you see it in your feed, just be aware and be the Sherlock Holmes of your own body. Again, look, test, listen, do your research, and follow those that you trust. That's a good starting point. All right, round through the back. Thanks for joining, everyone. It was a great workout. As always, go move daily now in your wellness and nutrition. We'll see you all in the next one.